Welcome to your comprehensive Aries daily horoscope for March 18, 2025. This is a particularly significant day as we approach the cusp of your ruling season, with the sun just days away from entering Aries. On March 18, 2025, the sun is in the final degrees of Pisces, creating a tension of anticipation for Aries natives. You're like a runner in the starting blocks, feeling the cosmic energy building toward your solar return. This position creates an interesting dynamic where you're simultaneously reflective and eager to charge forward. The moon on this day is in Scorpio, forming a challenging square to your sun sign. This creates an emotionally charged atmosphere where you may feel pulled between action and deeper introspection. Scorpio's water energy asks you to consider your emotional motivations before making the impulsive moves so characteristic of your fire sign nature. Mars, your ruling planet, is positioned in Gemini on this date, creating a fascinating air-fire synergy that particularly benefits your communication and intellectual pursuits. This placement supercharges your already quick mind, making this an excellent day for pitching ideas, engaging in debates, or pursuing educational interests. The Mars in Gemini energy gives your typical directness a versatile, adaptable quality that others will find surprisingly approachable. Venus finds itself in Taurus on this day, creating a sensual background energy that affects your second house of resources and values. This placement suggests financial opportunities may arise through steady, deliberate action rather than risky ventures. For romantic relationships, this Venus position encourages taking physical comfort in partnerships, perhaps schedule a massage together, or enjoy a luxurious meal. Mercury, positioned in Pisces, creates an interesting dynamic with your typically straightforward thought processes. You might find yourself more intuitive than usual, receiving insights through impressions rather than logical deduction. This is excellent for creative work, but may require extra effort when precise communication is needed. Document your ideas, as your imagination will be especially fertile. Jupiter in Cáncer on this day forms a challenging aspect to your sign, potentially magnifying domestic issues or emotional sensitivities. Family matters may demand attention, possibly creating tension with your desire to focus on personal projects. This aspect asks you to find balance between nurturing others and pursuing your individual path. Saturn in Aries, this is particularly significant as Saturn is in your sign during this period, creating both restriction and important structure in your life. On March 18 specifically, Saturn forms a conjunction with the approaching Sun, making this day one of reckoning with responsibilities and limitations. While potentially frustrating for freedom-loving Aries, this transit ultimately strengthens your character through necessary discipline. Uranus in Gemini forms a supportive trine to your sign, bringing unexpected opportunities through conversations, short trips, or siblings. Keep your schedule flexible enough to accommodate sudden invitations or ideas that emerge from seemingly casual interactions. This aspect supports technological ventures and unconventional approaches to problems. Neptune in Aries creates an interesting dynamic as it's in your own sign, potentially blurring your sense of identity while simultaneously inspiring you toward idealistic pursuits. On this specific day, Neptune's energy might manifest as confusion about your path forward, but also provides spiritual insight if you take time for meditation or creative visualization. Pluto, now firmly in Aquarius, forms a sextile to your sign, offering opportunities for transformation through group activities and humanitarian causes. This aspect supports joining forces with like-minded individuals to create meaningful change. Your leadership qualities will be recognized in collective settings. The North Node in Capricorn suggests your karmic path is currently focused on career advancement and public reputation. March 18 specifically activates this nodal energy through a subtle aspect with Mercury, potentially bringing conversations that influence your professional trajectory. Pay attention to mentors or authority figures who offer guidance today. For your career, March 18 presents a day of strategic planning rather than bold action. With the Sun still in Pisces and Saturn in your sign, the cosmic message is to refine your approach before making major moves. Use this day to organize your professional goals, particularly focusing on long-term vision rather than immediate gains. Colleagues may seem unusually emotional due to the Scorpio moon, so practice patience in team settings. Financially, Venus in Taurus activates your resource sector, making this an excellent day for reviewing budgets, investments, or considering new income streams. You might receive news about a potential financial opportunity, but the planetary alignment suggests careful evaluation rather than immediate commitment. Avoid impulsive purchases, as they're likely to bring less satisfaction than anticipated. In health matters, the Scorpio moon highlights your 8th house of transformation, potentially bringing attention to chronic issues or the need for regenerative practices. This is an excellent day for detoxification routines, starting a new fitness regimen, or addressing any health concerns you've been avoiding. The Mars-Gemini energy supports activities that combine mental and physical engagement, like strategic sports or dance classes that require learning new patterns. Your emotional landscape on March 18 runs deeper than usual for an Aries. The Scorpio moon intensifies feelings, potentially bringing up jealousy, possessiveness, or concerns about intimacy. Use this energy constructively by journaling about your emotional triggers or having meaningful conversations with trusted friends. Avoid power struggles, as the planetary alignment suggests they would drain rather than empower you today. For Aries in relationships, March 18, 2025, highlights the need for emotional authenticity with your partner. Venus in Taurus creates a sensual backdrop for connection, but the Scorpio moon demands truth beneath the surface pleasures. A conversation about shared resources or intimacy needs could prove particularly fruitful today. Single Aries might feel drawn to mysterious or intellectually stimulating potential partners, with promising encounters possibly occurring in educational settings or through mutual friends. Your spiritual growth receives a boost from Neptune in your sign, making March 18 ideal for intuitive practices or artistic expression that connects you to something larger than yourself. Consider starting a new meditation practice or exploring a creative outlet that allows for emotional processing. The Saturn influence adds discipline to these pursuits, helping you establish sustainable spiritual habits rather than fleeting inspirations. As March 18 unfolds, be mindful of a challenging aspect between Mars and Jupiter that peaks in the afternoon hours. This could manifest as overextending yourself or making promises you'll struggle to keep. Channel this expansive energy wisely by thinking before speaking, especially regarding commitments that affect others. The day carries a color signature of deep burgundy red, reflecting the Scorpio moon's intensity blended with your fiery Aries essence. Carrying or wearing this color could help you harmonize with the day's energy. Your power hours on March 18 occur between 7 o'clock 9 o'clock a.m., when the Scorpio moon forms a harmonious aspect with Neptune, enhancing your intuition for the day ahead. And again from 4 o'clock 6 o'clock p.m., when Mars forms a supportive aspect to the moon, aligning emotional and physical energies for effective action. Looking at how March 18 fits into your broader month, this day represents an important turning point as you prepare for your solar season. The tensions and insights experienced today help clarify which projects and relationships deserve your renowned Aries enthusiasm once the Sun enters your sign a few days later. Consider this a cosmic preparation day, the universe asking you to get your affairs in order before your personal new year begins. For Aries born in the first decan, March 21 to 30, this day emphasizes career considerations and public identity. Second decan Aries, March 31 April 9, will feel the emotional intensity most strongly, particularly in close relationships. Third decan Aries, April 10 to 19, will experience this day's energy primarily through communication channels and intellectual pursuits. As the day concludes, take a moment to set intentions for your upcoming solar return. The proximity to your astrological new year makes March 18 particularly potent for visualization work and goal setting. Write down your aspirations for the coming year, while the Pisces sun still supports imagination and spiritual connection. Remember that while this forecast provides cosmic context, your free will always determines how you navigate these energies. Use this astrological weather report to make informed choices that align with your highest good, brave Aries. Your cardinal fire energy remains your greatest asset, even on more introspective days like March 18, 2025. On March 18, 2025, the cosmic landscape presents a fascinating configuration for you, Aries. The sun sits at approximately 28 degrees Pisces, just 2 days before it triumphantly enters your sign at the spring equinox. This position places the sun in your 12th house of the subconscious, spiritual matters, and hidden realms. You're in the final phase of your personal annual cycle, a time of introspection before your solar return. The sun's energy feels somewhat veiled, encouraging behind-the-scenes preparation rather than bold action. Mars, your ruling planet, positions itself in Cáncer in your 4th house of home and foundations. This creates an interesting dynamic. Your natural fiery energy is channeled into emotional and domestic matters, potentially causing some internal tension as action-oriented energy meets the watery, intuitive realm of Cáncer. You might feel your energies pulled toward family matters or housing situations, perhaps with some frustration as Cáncer isn't the most comfortable placement for Mars. Mercury occupies the late degrees of Aquarius, stimulating your 11th house of social networks, friendships, and long-term goals. Your mind is exceptionally sharp for group dynamics and collaborative thinking, though Mercury will soon transition into Pisces, gradually softening your communication style. Venus glows in Aries, blessing you with enhanced charisma, attractiveness, and personal magnetism. This self-focused Venus transit amplifies your appeal and helps smooth over the potentially abrasive edges of other planetary tensions. Jupiter continues its journey through Gemini in your 3rd house of communication, learning, and local environment. This expansive energy creates opportunities for intellectual growth, beneficial short trips, and advantageous connections within your immediate surroundings. The moon transits through Scorpio on this particular day, activating your 8th house of shared resources, transformation, and intimate bonds. This adds emotional intensity to matters of trust, joint finances, or psychological exploration. You might feel unusually perceptive about power dynamics in close relationships. Saturn maintains its position in Pisces in your 12th house, creating a somewhat challenging aspect to your sun. This represents ongoing work related to setting boundaries with sacrificial tendencies and restructuring your relationship with spiritual matters and the unconscious. Uranus in Taurus continues to shake up your 2nd house of personal resources, values, and security, potentially bringing unexpected developments in financial matters or challenging your relationship with material possessions. Neptune in Aries marks a significant generational shift as it begins its long journey through your sign. This creates a subtle fog around your identity and self-expression, inviting you to merge your assertive nature with spiritual awareness. Today's position shows Neptune at the early degrees of Aries, still finding its footing in your 1st house. Pluto hovers at the last degree of Aquarius, before it permanently settles into Pisces later in 2025. This position in your 11th house continues to transform group affiliations and long-term aspirations, exposing power dynamics in social circles before it moves to reshape your spiritual dimensions. The North Node in Capricorn and South Node in Cáncer create an axis across your 10th house of career and 4th house of home, suggesting that your evolutionary path involves balancing professional ambitions with emotional security needs. Chiron in Taurus forms a square with your natal Mars, potentially triggering healing opportunities around self-worth issues and how you assert your will and desires. A particularly noteworthy aspect today is the sextile between your ruler Mars in Cáncer and Uranus in Taurus, creating opportunities for innovative approaches to emotional security and resource management. This aspect brings moments of inspired action and creative problem-solving, especially regarding home and financial matters. The Sun's approaching conjunction with Saturn suggests a serious tone to the final days before your birthday season, perhaps bringing important responsibilities or reality checks that ultimately strengthen your sense of purpose. Mercury forming a trine to Mars enhances your ability to communicate feelings and domestic needs, helping you articulate emotional content more effectively than usual. The overall planetary picture shows a fascinating moment of transition. You stand at the threshold of your new solar year with planets gathering momentum to support your fresh start, yet still processing the lessons and completions of the cycle that's ending. This makes March 18th an excellent day for integrative reflection and preparation, tying up loose ends before your natural new year begins with the Sun's ingress into your sign. March 18, 2025, brings a fascinating communication landscape for Aries natives. With Mercury forming a trine to your ruling planet Mars, your words carry extra power and conviction today. This planetary alignment sharpens your mental acuity and gives your speech a compelling quality that others find difficult to ignore. Your normally direct communication style becomes even more effective, allowing you to cut through confusion and get straight to the point in discussions. This is particularly beneficial for workplace communications, presentations, or any situation requiring you to advocate for yourself. The Mars influence adds a passionate edge to your expression without the usual risk of coming across as overly aggressive or impatient. The Mercury-Mars trine helps you find the sweet spot between assertiveness and diplomacy. However, be mindful that, with the Moon in Capricorn squaring your Sun today, there may be moments where emotions create internal tension that affects how you express yourself. You might feel slightly constrained or hesitant about fully expressing your thoughts in certain professional settings. The influence of Saturn in Aries, which is still establishing its new position in your sign, adds a layer of responsibility to your communication. You're learning to structure your thoughts more carefully and speak with greater authority. This positioning encourages you to think before speaking, a valuable practice for typically impulsive Aries. For those engaged in writing, teaching, or public speaking, today offers exceptional clarity of thought. Your ability to organize complex ideas into accessible concepts is heightened, making this an excellent day for drafting important emails, preparing presentations, or having significant conversations that require precision. Venus in Aquarius affects your 11th house today, suggesting that communication within groups and friend circles flows especially well. Your innovative ideas receive positive reception, particularly when shared in collaborative settings. Digital communication channels seem to work in your favor. Social media posts, group chats, and virtual meetings allow your authentic voice to shine through. A subtle but meaningful aspect between Mercury and Neptune suggests that your intuitive understanding is heightened today. You may find yourself picking up on unspoken cues in conversation, understanding the subtext behind someone's words, or communicating through creative and artistic means more effectively than usual. This Neptune influence softens your typical direct approach, adding nuance and empathy to your communication style. Morning hours prove most productive for crucial conversations, as the Capricorn moon lends structure and clarity before it shifts late in the day. For Aries entrepreneurs and professionals, this planetary alignment supports communications related to business development, negotiation, and strategic planning. Your capacity to articulate your vision convincingly peaks around midday. Be aware that Jupiter's position creates a tendency to exaggerate or promise more than might be deliverable. While your enthusiasm is genuine and infectious, maintaining credibility requires measured claims. For students, academic discussions and presentations go exceptionally well today. Your ability to defend your positions with both passion and logic impresses instructors and peers alike. The Chiron influence in your sign continues its healing journey around self-expression. Past wounds related to being silenced or criticized for speaking up may surface subtly today, but the supportive aspects offer an opportunity to move beyond these old patterns. Some Aries may find themselves drawn to explore communication workshops, voice training, or public speaking opportunities as part of this healing process. In personal relationships, the planetary configuration supports heart-to-heart conversations, particularly about subjects you've been avoiding. The energy supports honest expression without unnecessary conflict. Partners and close friends appreciate your directness when it's coupled with the sensitivity that today's aspects encourage. For creative Aries, artistic expression flows beautifully today. Whether through visual arts, music, writing, or performance, you'll find it easier to translate your internal experience into forms others can appreciate and understand. Technical communication, including coding, data analysis, or technical writing, also benefits from today's mental clarity and precision. As the day progresses, Uranus forms an interesting aspect that may bring surprising communications or unexpected news your way. Remaining flexible about how conversations unfold serves you well. What begins as one type of discussion might evolve in surprising directions, potentially opening doors to opportunities you hadn't considered. Pluto's distant influence reminds you that not everything needs to be said aloud sometimes. Your most powerful communication comes through strategic silence or carefully chosen words. Today offers a masterclass in recognizing when to speak forcefully and when subtle hints achieve more. For those navigating challenging workplace dynamics, today's energy supports finding diplomatic solutions through clear, boundary-affirming conversations. You can assert your needs without creating unnecessary tension. Digital communication tools work particularly well for you today. Your authentic voice comes through clearly in emails, texts, and online interactions, with less risk of misinterpretation than usual. Aries parents find that conversations with children flow more smoothly today, with your explanations landing more effectively and your listening skills enhanced. The financial landscape for Aries on March 18, 2025, appears particularly dynamic as Mars forms a powerful trine with Jupiter in your money sector. This creates a rare window of opportunity for financial growth that shouldn't be overlooked. Your ruling planet, Mars, is activating your natural confidence when it comes to monetary decisions, giving you an edge in negotiations or investment opportunities that present themselves today. This isn't just about luck. It's about your willingness to take calculated risks when others might hesitate. The universe is rewarding bold but thoughtful financial moves right now. With Neptune's position in your sign forming a sextile to Venus, there's an enhanced intuitive sense around money matters. Trust those gut feelings about investments or business partnerships, especially if they align with your authentic passions. The second house is receiving beneficial aspects from Mercury, suggesting that communications regarding money will flow smoothly. This makes it an excellent day to discuss raises, negotiate contracts, or pitch financial ideas. Your persuasive abilities are heightened, allowing you to make compelling cases for your financial worth. Pluto's transformative energy is stirring in your sector of career and public image, which indirectly influences your earning potential. You may find that a reputation-building opportunity today has significant financial implications down the road, perhaps a chance to demonstrate your expertise in a visible way that attracts future clients or employers. Be attentive to conversations around midday, as a casual exchange could reveal unexpected information about a money-making opportunity. The lunar position suggests that networking, even informal connections, could be financially fruitful today. While the day's energy supports financial expansion, Uranus forms a challenging aspect that warns against impulsive purchasing decisions. The classic Aries tendency to act first and think later could be triggered, especially with luxury items or technology purchases. Create a 24-hour waiting period for any non-essential purchases over a certain amount. Mars energy is particularly strong in the morning hours, making it the optimal time for initiating financial actions. Whether that's sending important emails, making calls about investments, or scheduling meetings with financial advisors. The afternoon may bring more reflective energy, where reviewing your budget or financial planning would be more productive. A subtle aspect between Saturn and your financial sector suggests that discipline with money is being tested. Those Aries who can resist immediate gratification will find greater rewards awaiting. This is particularly true regarding a potential investment opportunity that requires patience rather than immediate returns. Consider how your financial goals align with your values today. With Mercury and Venus in harmonious aspect, there's an opportunity to make money through creative pursuits or by tapping into your natural talents. This might be a side venture or passion project that suddenly shows profit potential. Pay attention to repeated number patterns today, especially if you notice ones and nines appearing. These could be messages about moving forward financially or completing a financial cycle before beginning anew. The numerology of the day supports fresh financial beginnings. For Aries entrepreneurs, today's aspects create favorable conditions for launching new products or services, particularly those that showcase your unique vision or approach. The market is receptive to your innovations now. For employed Aries, a conversation with a superior could open doors to additional responsibilities that come with financial perks. Don't shy away from demonstrating your capabilities. Overall, March 18th offers Aries a powerful day to advance financial interests through bold action, balanced with strategic thinking. The planets support wealth-building activities that align with your authentic self and long-term vision. As the cosmic energies align for Aries on March 18, 2025, several key areas of fortune emerge with remarkable clarity. With Jupiter forming a harmonious trine to your ruling planet Mars, your natural leadership abilities are significantly amplified today. This powerful configuration opens doors particularly in collaborative environments where your initiative can shine without appearing domineering. The day's most fortunate sphere revolves around professional networking connections made today carry an unusual potential for long-term benefit. Look especially for opportunities involving individuals with backgrounds in education, publishing, or international business, as these connections align perfectly with Jupiter's expansive influence in your communication sector. Financial fortune appears through unexpected channels, particularly those involving shared resources or investments. A Venus-Pluto aspect suggests that someone from your past may re-enter with a valuable opportunity. Trust your instincts about timing. The third house activation by today's celestial pattern makes short journeys particularly fortunate. Even a different commute route might lead to serendipitous encounters. Your intellectual pursuits are especially blessed today, with new information coming that fills crucial gaps in ongoing projects. The North Node's position suggests that fortune comes when you step slightly outside familiar territory. Calculated risks in areas where you've done preliminary research will yield surprisingly positive results. Physical activities undertaken between 2 to 4 p.m. carry special benefits, as the moon's position enhances your stamina and coordination. Creative visualization proves remarkably effective today. Spend at least 10 minutes this morning imagining exactly what success looks like in your current endeavors. Pay special attention to red objects or the color red appearing in unusual contexts. These synchronicities indicate you're aligned with fortunate energies. Groups and communities respond especially well to your input today, so don't hesitate to express ideas in collective settings. Technology-related matters receive beneficial aspects, making this an excellent day to upgrade systems, purchase devices, or implement digital solutions to ongoing challenges. The most fortunate connections today come through genuine expressions of appreciation. Acknowledging others' contributions creates a reciprocal energy that returns to you threefold. Around sunset, take a moment to consider unexpected developments from the day, as these contain clues about developing opportunities that will unfold over the coming lunar cycle. Material objects acquired today may carry special significance beyond their apparent value. Trust attractions to seemingly random items. Your ability to synthesize different perspectives